I'm Bernard Keevy. Now, if you understand your numbers and you make small improvements in a few key numbers, it's astonishing how much effect you can actually have on the bottom line. So here we've got leads and conversion rate will tell us our number of clients. And then how often they buy and how much they spend each time will tell us the revenue. And then if we know the variable costs, that will give us our gross margin and therefore our gross profit. And if we know our other overheads, our fixed costs, that will tell us our operating bottom line net profit. Now, the ones I've asterished in red, so the number of leads we generate, the conversion rate, the number of times on average people buy, the average amount they spend each time, and then our variable costs and our fixed costs. If I could make a 10% improvement in each of those areas over the course of a few months, then what actually happens on typical figures, these are based on typical gross and net margins across a range of industries. And what happens is the bottom line net profit nearly trebles. It goes up by 190%. And these are typical figures. But the question is, how do you actually make those 10% improvements? Well, what you really need is a system, and a system that shows you what strategies to follow. So a strategy is an overall way of doing things. So your strategy might be to generate more business through your website, for example. So if you've got your strategies, you then need to know what to do to implement the strategy. And then each of those things that you implement, like so for instance, that might be posting blogs, for example, that would be called a tactic. But in order to implement the tactics, you need to have resources. You need to have an example of exactly how to do it, or a piece of material you can use, which is a resource. And that resource could be a template. So a template could be something where it says, if you just fill in this, and this, you've got the perfect resource. It could be something that's already done for you, so an advert library with hundreds, thousands of adverts already done in it, in full colour, fully ready, done for you adverts. And also a piece of software here, which is called our Profit Accelerator, which means you can pump in some key numbers and then you can show the impact of implementing some of these strategies on the bottom line. Now, our system includes all of those things, which will then help you make all of those small improvements here to treble the bottom line. Don't take my word for it though. If you want to see how it works, go to www.coachforprofit.com/Bernard and have a look at a short video. It's about 8 minutes long, and see if there's anything in there that's of interest to you. And if there is, then maybe we can talk again. So 6 small improvements can typically treble the bottom line based on typical gross and net margin figures across a range of industries. But you need a system, really, I would think, to do it properly. And you need to know what strategies to follow. Our system has over 20 strategies for each of these here, and there's over 10 strategies for implementing improvements in variable and fixed costs. So that's over 100 strategies there. You only need to implement probably half a dozen in a first few months to achieve these sort of results. So www.coachforprofit.com/Bernard. Have a look. If you think it's of interest, then maybe we can talk further. Thank you very much for watching today. I'm looking to recruit a business coach in order to help me handle existing global demand for business coaching services. And in particular, I'm looking for someone to run our Northeast US division. If you're interested in finding out more about this opportunity, which involves absolutely no financial risk or upfront investment, then go to coachforprofit.com/Bernard, watch a short 8-minute video, and if you think there's anything of interest there, then book a time and let's talk. And thank you very much for showing interest in this opportunity.